Aloha, my name is Rafael Kroeff. I'm here just to talk a little about my training program, which is the RK Training in Hawaii, Mindfulness of Breathing. I started to surf actually bigger waves on 2013. That's when I first saw like a really big wave, and then I decided to move to Hawaii, and then I bring all my training program to Hawaii. I mix it up a lot of things. I've been working with breathing for over than 20 years. Apnea, breath hold, yoga, and also I was a Muay Thai fighter, so I kind of mix it up everything, the conditioning training, the breathing, and also all the stretching and meditation, everything from yoga. And I mix it up, all that, and I developed my own program, my training program, like 5 years ago with this mix. Just trying to actually improve my surfing. That was the goal actually at the beginning. And then I start training people. People start to asking me about my training. And yes, that's how everything started. And now I've been training a lot of professional surfers, big wave surfers, guys like Jack Robson, Carlos Bulli, Yuri Soledad, and a lot of regular surfers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go a little in depth into your training. What does it consist of, like the whole entire training system?
Okay, so I divide my training on 3 different things. Everything is about the breathing. We start since the first day. The whole training will be like trying to develop awareness on the respiration, learning how the mechanic and everything, how to use your breath to hold the breath longer, to increase your exercise capacity, whatever you want to do it. So I use the functional training, yoga, and underwater training. That's those 3 different tools I use to teach the mindfulness of breathing.
Cool. And for the underwater portion, where do you guys normally train? Like, what are some locations you use?
Normally we go to Emea or Keiki.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I really like Keiki when it's flat because, you know, Keiki, it's a really intense place.
Yeah.
Waves, the shore break is really intense, it's really heavy. So if it's a flat day, we like to go to Keiki because it gets pretty deep, very fast. Quickly we already can go deeper.
Yeah.
And we can train equalizing with empty, full lungs and everything, you know, all the different kind of techniques that we use here, and we put on practice over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
For someone that's a beginner like myself, if I wanted to enroll in your program, what would be some of the first steps I would have to take, as far as, or some of the first steps you would give me to, to start training? Like, what would be some of the, on day 1, what would be some of the first things we would do?
The first thing I will be explaining you the importance about nasal breathing. That's the first thing about my whole training program. You know, it's just make sure you understand the importance about nasal breathing. So you'll be calmer, you'll be increasing your exercise capacity just by using your nose in a proper way. This is the beginning of everything. And of course, when we are training for the impact zone, that's the only time we're gonna be using our mouth.
Okay.
But we have some specific protocol for that kind of moment.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then what type of strength training you put the students through? Because I've seen some of the videos where they do like calisthenics or strength training.
Yeah, I mix a lot of things, like I told you, because I was a fighter, so I mix a lot of things from Muay Thai, from yoga, and also I create a lot of different things just using body weight, just for agility, you know, just for like, just to develop more power on the hips, on the mobility, on everything. So that's the kind of mix I like to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so once they're through with the course with strength training, how do they cool down? Like, what are some of the next steps for cooling down?
So what I do, like normally especially for this functional training, which is very intense, we go through a lot of different techniques. At the end, I have this far infrared sauna. So we do the recover and also the ice bath. It's a great way to recover for this training, because it's like hour and 30 minutes of training. It's very intense.
Yeah.
So after that, you need some recover. So if you're 100%, you can go surf or whatever you want to do.
Oh, wow. So
that.
the ice bath, wow. Is that
Yeah.
like, I feel like that would be like a shock to the system, because you'd be like, you know, you go from the hot and then you're like,
yes.
like the cold, but does it help the muscles to relax?
Help a lot the muscles, yeah, help the buildup of the lactic acid, and also helps a lot with all the tension, the inflammation we can get through the training.
Yeah.
You know, so we just release all the tension from the muscles, and it is also, like you said, it's stressful, but it's a good way to learn how to deal with stress,
yeah.
using the breathing for that kind of situation. So I focus on some breathing protocol that you're gonna be able to stay longer on the ice bath, and you can enjoy your recovery. At the beginning, it's hard, yeah. You get there, you're like, whoa, this is real, it's cold, but then you start to control your breath, mastering your breathing, and then you see like, whoa, I can handle, I can stay here.
I see, yeah, because when you first hit that cold water, your body is like,
yeah.
You know, you're like,
you activate the survival mode. You're like,
yeah.
hyperventilating, freaking out, and then, okay, calm down, breathe to your nose, use this protocol, take a breath on this, take this few seconds to take a breath, hold your breath for this much, exhale, blah, blah. I give the protocols, and then once people start to get used to it, whoa, you know, actually, because when you're counting your breath, you stay very focused. Your mind is right there. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just counting your breath. You're very focused, and then you just start, you know, you're just abstracting everything else.
Okay.
You're not feeling the cold anymore. You're not feeling the pain. You're just there, just counting your breath. You just stay present on the moment.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I know you said you just started surfing, but what are some of the places you've gone, like surfing wise, you know, in your lifetime, to just travel and surf?
Yeah, I've been to Indonesia a lot of times, Australia, New Zealand, and I started old, but I was like, okay, this is the thing, you know. I want to see place, I want to surf bigger waves, so I went to Puerto Escondido.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I've been going a lot of different places.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I'm planning. I want to go to Nazareth for sure.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
I've seen
a lot of
there.
students, they invite me. Oh, come! I say, okay, I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of your clients are big wave surfers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I also see some of your other clients are not just big wave surfers.
Yeah.
But like Jack Robinson, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, surfers that are on the actual tour.
So Pearl is my favorite wave. I've been going to Pearl for the last 7 years. Since I moved to Hawaii, I started going to Pearl. I'm trying to go every swell. And that was an epic swell. There was the biggest swell in years. And I got there, the conditions were like great for towing, not for paddle, because it was actually really wind. So I got a few waves, and then when I was getting ready for another wave, I kind of lost the rope. Tow surfing is something new for me. I haven't done much. Normally I just paddle. So I kind of lost the rope, and when I realized I was in that situation, right at the impact zone, the set was coming, and then I had just a tow board, no rope, no ski. I was like, whoa, what can I do? So I paddled over the first wave. Actually, I tried to just make over the first wave, just trying to get less waves on my head. And then I make over the first one, and on the second one I try as much as I could. And when I realized, I saw just this windsurfer, he was just surfing the wave, and I saw him, I was like, whoa, he's gonna pull in the battle, and I'm right on his way. So I better hold my board, otherwise my board could be hitting him. So I was worried about him, and of course worrying about myself, but at that moment I just decided to hold my board. And then I went over the falls, and holding a tow board, which is pretty heavy, so I went down super deep, super quickly, and I had to use all my skills that I've been developed, all the breathing protocols that I developed through those years, in a way that helped me to surf bigger waves. So I had to equalize my ears because I was going super deep, super fast, and I felt my ears. I had to use some techniques, just try to relax and hold my breath longer. And after that wave, there was 6 more waves on that set. So I had some time to work on some breathing protocols to get rid of the CO2, and the whole set got me pretty well. My neck was stiff right away, so it was hard for me to get to rescue. The guys they were trying to rescue me, so it was like kind of stiff, really hard to jump on the ski. At some point, they got me right on the cliff, and my friend, the guy that was whipping me on the waves, Yuri, he just got so scared because of that situation, so he went straight to get me. And when he finally got me, the rope was around the ski. So he was like, "Whoa, we're not going anywhere. The rope is right in front of the ski and right on the back. You gotta jump, you gotta hold the rope and hold your board. Otherwise, that's our last chance. Otherwise, we're going to the cliff." So I jump it, I hold the rope one hand, I hold my board with the other hand, I put my board, rope, boom, and then he got me. And then, yeah, he saved me. Thank you so much, Yuri. Thank you so much for all the water safety at Peahi. You guys are amazing. You guys been saving my life for so many years. I'm very grateful to have you guys every time I go surf there. That's the only reason I go surf there, because I know there is a lot of amazing human beings that are willing to save our lives out there.
With the proper training, that the training can save your life and get you out of a sticky situation.
Definitely, the training can save your life, brother. Yeah, I trust my life on my training. I always say that because that's what I do. You know, like I don't only train people. I train myself to be in those situations.
Yes.
I'm gonna be there with my students, with my friends. So what I do is to save my life and to help people to achieve their dreams, to surf bigger waves.
To surf bigger waves.
Not just to surf bigger waves. Of course, I have clients that don't even surf. But you know, knowing those techniques, you can just deal better with your emotions, with your life, you know, with everything.
Yes.
So the breathing helps a lot with any kind of situation you have in your life. So this time of the year it gets really busy, you know, all the surfers, they all want to train, and I'm having more people helping me. I'm teaching new instructors on my team. For now, it's just me and another guy. So it gets really busy. So because of that, I decided to put some online training, so people can enjoy the training anywhere, you know. So that's something that I've been working every summer. And yeah, I'm just about to release the first one, which is going to be very focused on the breathing. A lot of different stretching, meditation, and all that, and I have a lot of other programs coming up. So yeah, I'm very excited about this new thing, new project.
Awesome. And where can they go to find your training? What's the website?
Yeah, the website is RK Training Hawaii, and my Instagram. And yeah, you can direct them on my Instagram, RK Training Hawaii, Mindfulness of Breathing. And yeah, I'm excited to hear from you guys, whatever you want to ask about the training or any questions about the breathing, anything. I'm keen to help you guys.